The horrifying realities of breeding practices during slavery reveal a grim chapter in human history, marked by profound health risks for enslaved individuals. Enslaved women were often forced into reproduction under brutal conditions, facing the constant threat of sexual violence and rape to boost the enslaver's workforce. This coercion led to extreme physical strain as women were forced to endure pregnancies in rapid succession, with little to no medical care, raising the likelihood of complications such as hemorrhage and infection. For enslaved men, the dehumanizing practice of studding meant they were often reduced to mere tools for reproduction, stripped of their humanity and autonomy. This practice inflicted psychological trauma across families. Enslaved mothers, fathers, and their children lived in perpetual fear of separation, as family bonds were routinely shattered to maximize profit and control. Additionally, the commodification of their bodies led to further exploitation, as children born from these unions were seen as economic assets rather than human beings. These breeding practices left deep scars on the social fabric, contributing to enduring racial stratification and cultural disconnection. Reflecting on this legacy is crucial in contemporary discussions on race and human rights, challenging us to confront and address the lasting impacts of these inhumane practices.
I'm Dr. James Bowler, a historian and descendant of the Bowler brothers. Their story, it's not just history to me. It's personal. In 1800, Richmond, Virginia was a city built on the backs of enslaved people. The air was thick with the scent of tobacco and the sound of whips.
Work faster. These fields won't harvest themselves.
But one man, Gabriel Prosser, dared to dream of freedom.
We ain't meant to be in chains. We're gonna take this city and free our people.
My ancestors, George and Jack Bowler, joined Gabriel's cause.
We'll gather here, then move on the armory. Once we have weapons, the city will be ours.
Jack, this is our chance. We gotta stand with Gabriel.
It's dangerous, but you're right. It's time to fight for our freedom.
The conditions were brutal, but the spirit of rebellion was growing stronger by the day.
Brother, we gotta spread the word. Every slave in Richmond needs to know.
We'll need weapons, and we gotta choose the right time to strike.
The plan was bold. Seize control of Richmond and negotiate for freedom.
We'll take the armory first, then the capital.
We got more than 1,000 men ready to fight.
And women, too. They're just as eager for freedom.
The rebels prepared, gathering makeshift weapons and steeling their resolve.
Tomorrow we rise. Tomorrow we'll be free men.
But freedom was not to be. An informant betrayed them.
Arrest them all. Crush this rebellion.
Run! They're coming for us!
We can't let them take Gabriel.
For the crime of insurrection, you are hereby sentenced to death.
In the days that followed, Richmond witnessed a wave of executions. But even as they faced death, the rebels stood tall, unbroken in spirit.
You may kill us, but you can't kill the idea of freedom.
Their sacrifice wasn't in vain. It lit a fire that couldn't be extinguished. The rebellion failed, but it sent shockwaves through the South. Slave owners lived in fear, knowing that the desire for freedom burned bright. Today, we remember Gabriel, George, and Jack as heroes who dared to fight for freedom. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. Thank you for watching.